Hi everyone. So in previous video we talked about how we can create a free Amazon Web Services account, and in this video we are going to talk about how we can get notified and when there is a bill limit goes beyond a number, right? Because however we have trial options, free account, there is a very high chances we might keep using these services and end up getting a bill from Amazon. So this is very common. I also had an experience when I was using with my previous account. So what we can do here, like we can create some budget settings so that help you to limit this, no, not limit, get notified when there is a threshold crosses. So in this video, we are going to learn about how we can create this account, sorry, how we can set up this configuration in our account. So if you haven't created the Amazon Web Services account yet, you can watch my previous video that help you to create the free account, where you should have a credit card information readily available to create the account. So I already have an account which I have created yesterday. So what I'm going to this console dot like Amazon.com website, and yeah, I can show you. Yeah, so if you type console.aws.com/console, you will redirect to the same page. So here we are going to sign in. So sign in, I'm going to sign in using the root user email ID. I can click root user, and this is my email ID which we have provided, and I need to provide my password. Click on sign in. Not now. So if you are logging into your laptop very first time, it would ask you for a multi-factor authentication option. So I have given that option as pin code, which I say that okay, this laptop is secured and I can log into this account. So you will redirect it to a page where you can choose your laptop, and the mode may be Face ID or whatever the options available, right? That mode, and you would be able to log into that. So I gave a password and I provided my 4-digit pin, which helped me to log into this account. So this is your landing page or home page in AWS. So we are in Europe region. You would also be able to, like, why this region is required. So when you wanted to create an account in a specific region, right, you will be in that particular region while creating the account. So now if you see, so some of the services may not be available in some of the areas, right? That can also be a reason. So what we are going to talk about today is like budgeting. So either you can type billing here, you can reach into this billing and cost management options here. If not, you can click on your account and you will have the same option, billing and cost management. Both will redirect to the same place. Okay. So yeah, so this billing and management place is where you would be able to see like what is the total cost. Because in my case, right, we have created this account, we haven't created any services or anything, so I'm not getting charged for anything at this point. So you can see like what is the cost for this month until today. Last month what was my cost for the same time period, so that like you would be able to compare between, okay, I'm getting the like billed as like $80, but by last month this time it was just $50, right? And what is the like with the same usage, what would be the current month for like bill for this month, and what was the total one. So that like this gives you like this, just this small tile will help you to give a very clear understanding about how your billing is going, and like where you stand compared to the last month. In our case, like we don't have anything as of now. So now like our goal is to set a budget. So if you scroll down, you can see bills, payments, credit, purchase orders, and all these things. So if you keep going down, you can see budget and planning. So today in this video we'll talk about budget and as well as the pricing calculator. First I'll talk about budget. So a budget is a notification system, I can say, in a very, very simplest way, right? So what I am doing, AWS budget, set a custom budget that alert you when you exceed your budget threshold. Suppose you say that, okay, I'm ready to pay up to $100 for my AWS account, but if it goes beyond $100, I should know and I am ready to stop. And some cases what happen, right, we are newbies into this AWS, and we might start any EC2 instance, and that might charge you like very least amount per hour, but you might forget to stop that after your usage. So what happen, it will keep adding that bill on top of you, and you end up being a very large. So when you use some of this machine learning related, maybe SageMaker and all these things, right? So you have to use it and stop it immediately, otherwise like you incurred a very large amount of bill. That is where budget come as a savior here. So what we would do, we will create a budget, and we will let the Amazon will let us know when soon after this budget crosses, right? So I'm clicking this create budget. I have two options. One is like use a template simplified, right? So in these templates also we have zero spend template, like if there is anything getting charged, we will let know. Or like monthly cost budget, notify if it exceed a forecast to exceed the budget amount. So like it's a monthly budget kind of concept, daily saving plan. So we have different plans. I'm going with very basic, and before that budget setup we have two things. One is like template. So this is like you can set this budget for overall, and we have customized. You can customize the way you want. Suppose you wanted to get notified, you think that you have like multiple resource group, or you have services in multiple regions or things like that, or you are okay to spend for storage but you are not okay to spend for EC2. In that case, you wanted to know when the EC2 instance cost go beyond the threshold limit, right? So those kind of things, or you wanted to monitor a particular services or particular resource group and all these things. So this will this customized option would help you to give those like configurations. So I'll go with the template one, the simplest one which we needed today is like what I am planning to do. I have a zero spend. I'm giving that I'm not planning to change anything. My zero spend budget, and I'm going to notify my Data Streams Academy, my email ID, so that like I'll get it threshold when there is a trigger, like if there is an amount which goes beyond yeah, we can give up to 10 recipients if you want. Like if you have other email IDs, or if you have other partners to be keep an eye on that, you would be able to give that, right? So what is the scope? Like all AWS services are in the scope, because this is a very basic like template, right? So that like all the services are in scope. That's what I said. Like if you are going to take your custom one, you would be able to choose the services which you want to be monitored for this activity. Okay, so here yeah, this statement will clear everything. You will be notified to this email ID which is mentioned in the email recipient when any spend above $0.01. That means like soon after you get charged, do you know that? So you like if you keep an eye on your email, you will know like how much you are getting charged. Then all I am doing is like create budget. So the budget is created, all simple, and it is ready to trigger, right? So my budget has been created, and after creating, and yeah, this is just a notification. So I have the threshold is okay. So at this point we haven't exceeded. So the same thing, right? Forecasting and all these things. So if you go, so we have kept this budget amount as $1. So we'll still get the alerts. So we haven't heard any alerts yet. We have configured it. You can edit this alert if you want. So this is all customization part, right? The more you research, the more you learn, right? All these things, like we mentioned 0.01. If you wanted to edit it, you can change it. The percentage, if you want, like you can set a budget amount, and if you wanted to set the percentage, you can do that, right? All these things are in control. So all we need to understand, the budgeting menu would help you to get notification to the specified email IDs, and you'll also get the report from here, right? Current versus budgeted, how this trend is going, all these things you would be able to learn from here. So without wasting much time, hope this is clear, like budgeting. And if you are using a free account, budgeting is very important. However, you know, like what is free account, what is a trial, like a trial services available. You might end up with built if you did not use that very clearly by following the rules. So just have this budget set soon after you create your free account, so that you know, so you will not get surprised if some bill comes in your credit card. You will come to know soon after if there is anything is getting charged for you. Okay, so next thing what I said, we'll be talking about price calculator. So what is price calculator, right? This is a place where you would be able to calculate the price which is for each services. Yeah, since I just made a mistake. So since and I saw this price calculator, I was in an assumption that it might redirect it. This is a new feature. So it might redirect to the price calculator, but that is wrong. So this is a forecasting kind of concept, like based on our historical usage. If you add a new services, how that charge would be shown. So that is where the workload estimation and bill estimations work. So here, unfortunately, since I don't have anything added, or since I haven't started using, right, I'm not able to proceed with this. However, given I thought it is good to learn price calculator during the period. So this calculator.aws is a website where which help you to calculate the cost, or like create an estimation if you are planning to use a AWS services. We would be able to create the estimations and share with others. I'll show you that in the same video. So we have this, we have to click on this. There is, like, if you reach this website, they will itself say you like what are the steps you have to do, but we will learn that directly. So if you click on create estimate, it will redirect to a page where you would be able to keep adding the services. So there are two ways which you can add. One is by location, one is by services. So location is nothing but which region you wanted to set up the service. Why this is important? Because suppose we are planning to set up everything in US West, okay. So in that case, like, we only wanted to see the services available in US West. But in some cases, you don't have any preference for locations, but you are more of looking for a services. So that is where you would be coming into this all services thing. So let us try exploring couple of things, right? So let us three Amazon simple storage services S3. You may have heard about S3 bucket. So I am picking this S3 bucket as one of my services. So very high level, you can choose this service. You are not configuring a service. You are just choosing this configuration and see how much this is going to get charged me for. Okay, S3 standard, S3 one, so on. These things, like, we have to deep dive in. So on very high level, S3 is a storage, simple storage services. So this would help you to store data in different way, which would be charged based on, like, if you take, right, this glacier, if you're seeing on the these things, right, infrequent glacier instant retrieval, these things are for like, you are going to preserve a data for a longer time. You might be using these kind of things. And if it is frequent access data transfer, so that this storage always get charged based on two ways, based on the access and the speed of read and write. Like, you would be choosing the services based on that. So I can also choose the, like, whichever the location I want this to be done. So calculate the below excluding the free tire discount. So yeah, so we are going over the time. We are about 15 minutes in this video, so I just wanted to, like, I'll there will be a separate session which I'll be doing for price calculator, But just keep this in mind, we have this configuration like what is the storage unit you need, like what amount of data you wanted to retrieve. So based on all these things, the charge would be calculated and you can save this service. So we'll do a separate video given the interest of time. So in this video we have mainly covered about how you can set the budget and how you would first time log into the Amazon Web Services. Hope this would be helpful, and keep this notification enabled if you are using a free trial as the first time. So I just wanted to make sure that you are alerted when there is some services that is getting charged. So we will be deep dive into like creating couple of services in next classes, and we will go over about this all these features in AWS. Thank you for watching.